I would say the biggest challenge I had was to figure out how to balance my social life and my academic life. I would also say it was kind of hard finding the time, to study and to also go out and to hang out with friends and stuff. It was hard to find balance. And also I would say I kind of had a hard time adjusting to the rigor of the courses I was taking because I do study science, so that was a little intense. But after I figured out how to study and found the time to do it, it all worked out.
I guess the hardest part about transitioning from high school to UGA was coming from a rural area where the entire population of my county was less than the amount of students at this university. So it was kind of weird just being dropped into this huge campus that I had never actually visited before orientation. But it's also a place that can shrink really quickly once you sort of find your community, just something that I found really helpful when dealing with that.
So I think coming into UGA, for sure, it can be overwhelming. It's a really big campus. It's huge student population. It can be kind of scary, to be honest. You can feel like a really small fish in a really big pond, and it can be kind of frightening to try and put yourself out there. And I think that was an issue for me. I came in, I didn't really know much of anybody, and so it was kind of all new, kind of reset. From high school, you have your set of friends, you're kind of entrenched there, you have your life, but then you come to college, and especially if you don't know anybody, it's kind of like a reset. You get to start over. So I think that can be, it's exciting, but it can also be really daunting. It can be very frightening.
Yeah, so the University of Georgia is about 4 times larger than my hometown, so this is a really big school, and it was really hard for me to make friends at first because I really haven't had to make friends since kindergarten, so I was a little rusty on that part.
So coming to UGA, my biggest challenge to adjust was definitely my high school mindset with my college mindset, and the fact that I went to a smaller high school, which gave me the ability to do all the sports they offered, all the clubs. Literally, I was involved in every single sphere of the school. And then coming to UGA, that's just not possible. There's so many intramural sports. The Greek life system's great. The SGA system's great. Academically, thousands of clubs, and so it's literally impossible to do it all. And so I came in with the mindset of high school, and then the first few months really were hard to adjust to, just because I tried to do everything, and I saw that after I was getting only a few hours sleep at night, I was literally my prayer life was awful. It was really I just had to adjust. And so when I adjusted though and saw that pretty much let me just do the things I'm really passionate about, things I really enjoy, that's when I saw that I got the most out of Georgia. And so once you made that adjustment, that's when my challenges became obsolete to me.
Parents aren't going to like this, but don't go home the first month. Stay, make friends. It pushes yourself to go out there and meet people, but then when you finally go home after that month, it'll be great to see your parents, and you'll have so many new things to talk about.